Hello, my friends. This is Luiz Lima here once again to host Spiritism, a closer look. You can see this on our Facebook page, Kardec Radio. We are here every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. If you have any comments, any questions, if you want to address to us, even if you want to request something for us to discuss, you have on your screen right there the way to get in touch with us, contacts. And like I said, we bring a different subject every week. So let me ask you for tonight. Do you believe in time travel? Right? Well, we watch movies, we read stories and novels. It's full of those things. So, what is Spiritism's view on time travel? That's our program tonight. We are going to take a closer look at time travel. It seems a little strange to you that somebody comes in here as a spiritist or under the spiritism concept to talk about time travel. Hopefully, you can understand what we are going to say here, and you're going to be with us tonight. This is not about, let me make it clear before I begin, this is not about theorizing, not about theories on how it works or how it doesn't work, why it could work, why it could not work. That's not the point. It's not a scientific analysis of anything. Tonight, it's to study, to take a closer look at the idea behind traveling in time, which mostly happens to fix things. So we want to talk a little bit about the idea in general, the concept, and then we're going to bring this under the spiritist light and see where we get. So, like I said in the beginning, there are so many novels and movies, especially movies. There's so many of them, and they're very, very entertaining because they usually have a lot of action behind it, a lot of it just lifts us up a little bit because that kind of movies they make us think, regardless of how, what the situations are. They make us think. It's a little bit challenging for a lot of us. Uh, and you're gonna see movies such as Groundhog Day, where this guy wants to fix every day. So every day he works, and he wakes up expecting a different outcome. Some older, like Planet of the Apes, which is very, very old, but it's right on the concept. Somewhere in Time, Christopher Reeves, it's also a romantic style movie. There's about time with Rachel McAdams, same thing. And, but of all these movies, I think the one that I would say became the most popular because it was probably the first one to put a lot of emphasis on time travel was Back to the Future. This trilogy, Back to the Future, one, two, and three. And the idea is really interesting. You would just travel in time because you're not happy about what's happening. Now you gotta fix things. You go back in time, you're going into that particular situation that generated the outcome that you're living in now, and you fix it and you come back and that's it. So in all these movies, there's a general idea of a window of time that gets open, and that through that window of time is where uh, the character, the person, whatever you want to call it, has the opportunity to go back in time, fix things, and come right back. Those are what if style movies. I can ask you, what if you had not done this, or what if you had done this 10 years ago? What would you do something different? When you did this 10 years ago, would you do it differently now? So all those questions, there's a lot more parameters than a simple question and a simple answer. And that's what makes these kind of movies, these what if movies, entertaining. They're very entertaining because it keeps us following the dynamics of the underlying message of all these movies and novels is the same. It's not really traveling in time. The focus is not the transportation, if you will. It's about being unhappy or frustrated with the outcome of a particular situation that happened in the past. So we are not happy about it. We are frustrated about it. We want to fix it. The general, that's the underlying message of all that type of story. So something was done incorrectly, something was done the wrong way, an undesired way in the future, which is now we get the we get to, we get the results, and we don't like the results. So what these movies and stories propose as a fix is they propose to work on the source of the situation. To work on the source, you have to be there on that day, at that time, doing what you would like to have done, whatever, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. So you would have to generate a different action for a different outcome. But the only thing is, for this to happen in the movies, you have to take a physical journey into the past. Physical journey. And that's where things become a little bit challenging for spiritism. And as we know from physics, people studying time travel and stuff like that, we're not going to get into this today because this is a technical scientific talk. That's not the goal today. But these movies propose a physical journey into the past and physical journey back from the past to the present. So you would just jump back into the past, make the adjustments you need to make, or you think you need to make, and come right back to experience the result right away. That's the whole idea behind these movies and stories. So with that in mind, we could say that time travel has an intent, which is different results. I'm happy, I want to make things different. It could have been different. I want to fix it. That's the whole idea behind this. Okay, so how does Spiritism view this? The idea of, and you see, Spiritism is not going to it's not going to focus on traveling through all time. It's going to focus on the intent. What is the intent? Better results, different results. What I'm getting now, what I experience now, is not really what I wanted to. I wanted to have a different life, a different experience in life. And that's where Spiritism focuses, not the physical journey to the past. So let me start by saying this. Actually, question. How do we undo something that we have? I want you to think about this seriously for 10 or 15 seconds. How do we undo something we have? Example, I said something to somebody and I really, after the fact, I think I didn't do good. I want to undo that. How do I undo an action? You see, that's where the problem starts. There is no way to undo it. You can never, ever again touch the original action. You have to do work around. You can say, "Oh, I told you this, but I take it back." Okay, that's fine. The person is happy. I'm happy. Sorry about that. Let's go. Let's go on with our lives. But the fact that I said I take it back did not erase what I said. What I said did happen, and it will be always there. does not erase. Erase in the sense that it never happened. It doesn't do that. So when I say I take it back, okay, it's an apology, all right, but it's okay, but it did not undo the action. So we have to come up with ways to make up for these wrongdoings or these things that we want to change, compensate, offset. Those are the things that we are going to have to deal with in order to work around because I cannot erase what I've done. Whatever it was, good or bad, anything. I cannot. Nobody can. So the idea of possibly, think about this, the idea of possibly erasing past actions, the thought of being just an idea. If I could erase past actions, that would go against the very law of progress. Because the law of progress is based on opportunities such as suffering, pain, learning, and if I could erase, that would have been taken away, right? So the idea of the possibility of erasing past actions goes against one of the natural laws, which is the law of progress. And that's why we cannot do, we have to deal with it. It's done, okay? That's, what am I going to do now? Do I have to do anything? Am I okay with that? Do I have to, do I have to take a different kind of action? Do I have to ask for help? Whatever it is. But we cannot undo anything. We cannot erase, and nobody can do that for themselves or for us. So you see, these opportunities are the window of time of the movies. These opportunities, the learning process, the suffering, the pain that we go through because of past actions, past wrongdoings, these are the window of time when I'm going to step into the past, per se, quotes there, please, and come back with a different outcome. It's just not physical. I'm just going to have to mentally, right, or philosophically, spiritism is a philosophy, philosophically go in and say, oh, I know exactly why I'm going through this because I did that. And then come back and we're not going to do that again. You see, I'm not fixing in the sense that mechanically I replace parts or do something. No, because we cannot touch past actions. So you see, pain and suffering, they cannot be eliminated. They won't be. They cannot be eliminated because they are the lesson itself. If I'm able to erase a past wrongdoing, there is no pain, there is no suffering. So where's the lesson? It wouldn't make sense, right? So we cannot erase it. Similarly, this is everything that I'm speaking so far is us doing something. Now there's the other way around. Somebody doing something to us. Right? So somebody in the past did something to us. Same way, when what somebody did to us cannot be erased because it would take away from us the ability to develop, learning to forgive, learning forgiveness. If they were able to erase what they did to us, I wouldn't be given the opportunity to learn my abilities, get my abilities developed in the sense of forgiveness and so many other things. That's why everything in the universe is a one-way street in the sense that we use it in our common language. It's a one-way street. Once it's done, it's done. We cannot erase. We cannot go back. So that brings the next thing. The past matters. right? The past matters. The past is relevant to the current outcome of things. So if I'm not happy about something, there was a past action or several of them that put me in this situation. So erasing the past is something that cannot take place. It's out of the equation. That's not it. So how do we go about it? Spiritism makes it clear. And that's, I think, the key of our talk today. Understand time travel and what Spiritism teaches about that. And it's coming this way. It is necessary to produce another outcome for us. You know, once I don't like what's happening, I want to produce a different outcome. I can only do this by using gradually acquired knowledge. So the more knowledge I acquire, the more actions of the past can be offset and quicker. So knowledge becomes the key to everything first. And then with knowledge, we are going to start fixing things. You will take as many trials as it needs to be until we achieve the desired outcome. It might not necessarily mean on the first try, the second try. And listen to me, please. This makes reincarnation a very special form of time travel. If we look from that point of view, reincarnation is a very special form of time travel. Not physical. Time travel, the intent of fixing things of the past. I'm not going to take a plane and cross the boundary of time and go somewhere else, someplace else. No, it's not this. But I will have another window of opportunity called your lifetime, your reincarnation, to work on these things of the past with the intent of fixing something that wasn't done right. Or not necessarily right, it just didn't give me the outcome that I wanted. Not necessarily it's wrong. It just didn't, make me happy about where I am right now. I want to be happier. So you see, what Hollywood portrays as time travel with all the entertainment and fun movies and so for us as spiritists, we focus on the intent. And the intent is to come back and fix. Come back means a new lifetime, a new opportunity, a new reincarnation. So reincarnation becomes this a sort of a form of overcoming our wrongdoings. Again, you might need several of these reincarnations to fix one wrongdoing. It might take time. It's an effort required on our part to fix things that we did. Reincarnation is this action, this act of reconciliation with the past to offset the wrongdoings. That's how I'm going to offset. I did something wrong. Let's just say, on past lives, I killed a lot of people. How am I going to offset? Well, in my next upcoming lives, I will save lives instead of taking lives. Doctor, nurse, health professional. I'm going to work on daycare with, work with foster kids. You see, it's the offset. It's not an eye for an eye. It's not that I killed somebody several lives ago, then there's going to be a point where in one of my lives I'm going to have to be killed. No, it's not this. It's about offsetting. Life is not based on erasing the past, on progress. I don't go to the past to erase. I can't. I can't. When I say to a person something, it's said. That's it. When somebody do something to us, it's done. We have to deal with that. So situations can be forgotten, but never erased. Forgiveness can take place. Whatever it was, erased. You see, there is no backspace in the keyboard of life. There's no backspace. In the old days of communication, we had guys heard about it, telex or telegram even prior to that. So on a telegram or on a telex, you would make a mistake, a quick mistake. You would say this, and you could not correct the words. So you would just say, I mean, then put the right thing. You could not erase the original word that was said. You had to use a workaround. I said this, but I think this. It's correct, but you cannot erase. For different outcomes, time travel, physical journey to the past does not work. For for different outcomes, we need new beginnings, new opportunities, new incarnations. Those incarnations, we gotta use them for our own favor. Instead of doing more wrongdoings, we start fixing what we are here for. Because the opportunity that we are given to reincarnate is not to do more wrongdoings. It was never is. It's to fix the wrongdoings of the past. Fix in the sense of offsetting. So again, spiritism focus on the intent. Now, of course, as humans and people, we like those movies. They are fun. Some of them we watch twice, three times. We read the same book maybe twice because it was really fun. But overall, it makes us think of this you could say this ping pong, right? Going to the past and coming back. It's usually the movies, not in life. Life, life is one way. We go one way. There is no backspace. So whatever was wrong, that's knowledge it was wrong, work on it, and offset. We might not be able to offset things that we want to offset in this life, but at one point in a future life, we will be able to because we are destined to perfection. We are ready. So all these things, all these wrongdoings of the past, they are all going to be clear. Sooner or later, we will. Depends on our effort, depends on how we want to do it, depends on how many we need to fix, of course. And nobody's saying it's easy, but that's the way. So personally, when I watch, when I became a spiritist, I was studying that started about 7 years ago. So you keep studying, you keep understanding more, you read some uh, some texts, spiritist texts in books that will make you think about choices of the past. That's interesting. This is happening now because of this choice that I made in the past, and that person suffered this because he or she made this decision in the past. And then we look at one of these movies and they associate the idea of time travel with the only difference is there is no physical challenge. But we are always given the opportunity to do it differently, make it better. Just need the opportunity. So are these opportunities? We are in pain, when we are helping others. These are all opportunities that we are given to offset something that we did in the past, and it's still on our way. We need to clear, we need to clear the path. That was the message I wanted to bring to you today. Thank you very much for joining us today. We will be here next week at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And once again, we have our contacts here. If you want to suggest a topic for us to bring here to discuss, please do so. You can have the ways to do it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week.